capital de la República.
We're going to now go into a shine. I'm going to warn you right now. This shine is a little bit more complex than if we were just doing, say, a Suzy Q or things like that. But the main focus of this shine, for one thing, it'll give you a couple extra moves you can try out on your own when you're dancing. But it's also a vessel for us to practice all this styling we were just doing. So let's jump in here. For this shine, it's going to start with our basic. So if we just do one basic together really quick, we're going to do this still on leads timing. So starting with the left foot. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to do another half basic. 1, 2, 3. You step back with the right on 5. We're actually going to step diagonally forward on 6, bring those feet together on 7. This is where we're going to officially start the shine. So we're just kind of doing a little bit of a flare on our basic to get into it. In motion, it looks like this. When we do our basic, 5, 6, 7. Just a little bit of dynamic to show where we're starting. Now, we're here. Our first of our 4 8 counts for our shine here. Let me show you what we're going to do here. I'm going to show you the whole 8 count. So I'm here, 8, and 1, 3, 5, 7. So it's a little drop and a slide. So when you're here, you're going to do a quick weight change. You're going to step with your left foot on and, stick your right foot out on 1. And as you stick that right foot out, I want you to drop. Try to get a level change here. You're nice and up, and 1. You get a nice level change. That gets extra dynamic here. It doesn't look quite as good if you're staying at the same level. And 1. And to show you what my arms are doing. Throughout this shine, you have a choice to either do men's styling or the lady styling. If you want to go with the men's styling, when I drop, I bring my right arm out and straight in front of me here. If I'm doing the lady styling, as I drop, I will actually drop and scoop with my arm. And 1, 3. Or, and 1, 3. Either option. So try just that part one more time. We're right here. We're going to drop. And 1, 3. For the slide, I step out with my left foot on 5, and I drag my right foot 6, 7 to meet with my left foot there. So all I'm doing is sliding across the ground. I know I am on hardwood and dance shoes. If you don't have dance shoes on or you're on carpet, you can slide. You can have that foot out and just physically drag your foot across. It's more about getting the look of it rather than actually physically sliding. But let's try that 8 count from the top. So we're here. And 1, 3, 5, 6, 7. And just like how I had the different stylings for that first 3 counts there, when you do the slide, usually for men's styling, I like to do a point out to the side with my left arm kind of up near my shoulder. But my styling focuses more on pushing my left shoulder out than it is the arms. That's the main part of that styling there. For the ladies, very similar. Instead of focusing more on the shoulder though, focus more on the arm. Focus more on letting that arm out and let it relax at the end of your motion there. So let's try that slide together. Whichever styling version you want to do. So we just did 3, 5, 6, 7. So our next step, we just did 5, 6, 7. We're going to do a right turn. 1, 2, 3. And for this last part, let me show you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So nothing too fancy with just the steps themselves. Let's go over just the steps themselves one more time, and then we'll add our styling. So start with a right turn. 1, 2, 3. From here, I step back, right, left, right. Okay? When I step back, though, I don't want you to just step. Part of the styling is with our hip. I'm specifically pushing my right foot back and pushing my right hip back to meet that. When I step with my left, I push my hip forward, then I push my hip back. Okay? So just that last motion, we just did our right turn. 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Let's talk about our styling now. With the right turn, you have multiple options. For the men's styling, let's say that when you're turning, I want you to give a point towards the camera as you do that right turn. It's 1, 2, 3. For the ladies, I want you to give yourself a hair comb as you do this. So I want you to think, you bring your arm out with the elbow in an arc to your head, and just trace along the back of your head as you do your right turn. So for leads, it's 1, 2, 3. For the ladies, 1, 2, 3. One quick little correction. I said the elbow is going out this way for the ladies. It's actually straight in front of you. I'm basically scooping straight up to my head there. And remember, you only have 3 counts, so don't try to milk this for too long. Do it nice and quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay? So 1, 2, 3. Now, this one's going to be very different for the men's styling and the ladies' styling. For the men, you're still going to push your hips back with your feet. What I want you to do, though, have your arms out here, palms up, and I want you to roll your shoulders. Roll your right shoulder, left, right. Basically rolling as you go back. That's the men's styling. For the ladies, you just did right turn, 6, 7. As you step back, you're going to move your hips a lot more in kind of a figure 8. 5, 6, 7. With your arms, I want you to bring your arms, trace up your body to here. So try this with me right now. You trace your hands up to here. And then you're going to basically double hair comb the back of your hair here. And if you spent like an hour trying to get your hair nice and ready for this Zoom lesson, you don't necessarily have to touch it. I like to fully basically grab my hair and bring it up with my arms. Just helps to get a little bit more in the styling for me at least. That's up to you though. But that motion is happening at the same time. 5, 6, 7. Okay? And if you want to make it a little bit more advanced, as you go up here, as you finish, try to have a little bit of a window right here so people can see you. Doesn't look very good if your arm's right in front of your face. That's the whole thing with styling. You want to think of the presentation. If I'm dancing with a partner here, I'm basically styling for them. So I want them to be able to see me here. So let's try just this 8 count together. I'm going to do it first with the men's styling and then second with the lady styling. So we're going to start with our right turn here. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to do the lady styling. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Let's go a little bit more into that next move. So I basically started to preview there. Let me show that full 8 count to you first. We just did 5, 6, 7. From here, your right foot's planted. You're going to step to the back with your right on 1, 3, and 5, 7. So once again, not too much happening with the feet specifically here. But what we're doing, we just ended here. Our weight's on our right foot. With your left foot, do a 180, step towards the back on 1. Face the front again by 3. So we're basically doing a whole right turn, but pivoting on our right foot, and we're never lifting up that right foot for those first 3 counts. From here, and 5. I step behind myself with my right, in place with my left. Same timing as our very first step. And 5. And I will say, one thing that helps me with this move, when I step towards the back on 1, I think about not like tapping my left foot there. I actually fully step into it with my weight, so I can use that to spring back towards the front. One, it gives me a little bit more energy. It also helps me get around faster. Okay? Now let's talk about the styling. As I was showing for the ladies, when you step towards the back, I'll do it facing the side so you can see it. As I face out here, you want to use the idea of the elbow, wrist, fingers to send your arms out towards the front. You send them out towards the front and bring them back to you. So you're not just leaving your arms out here. We're not trying to be zombies. You want to send the arm out and back. So basically send it out and back as you come back towards the front. That's the first 3 counts. For the leads, for the guys, basically you can either point or you can bring your arm forward, just like we did for the first move. So once again, not too much happening with the arms. It's mainly the shoulders. Okay? Try those first 3 counts one time with the styling. So we're here. 1, 3. Then we go and 5. When we drop, it's different for leads and follows. For leads, we're basically doing the same type of drop as we did at the very beginning. We just drop, we're here, and drop with your height. So you want to make sure you're up here and do a quick drop for emphasis. For the follows, you're here. You're actually not going to drop necessarily. You're actually going to do a forward bend. You're going to take your arms, you're going to scoop them, and then come back up. So the whole idea is you're basically using your arms to scoop up like a loose pile of towels or pillows and bringing them back up. And when you're bending forward, don't just keep your head in line with your back. Let your head be loose so you can get dynamic with it. So let's try that 8 count together here. I'm going to do the men's styling first, then the ladies styling. So we just finished the last move on 7, 5, 6, 7, 1, 3, and 5, 7. Now for the ladies styling version. Just finished the last move. 1, 3, and 5, 7. And ladies, when you're scooping, remember that you have 7, 8 to do this. So you only really have 2 counts. So don't like try to go down as low as you can. Try to make it a quick motion. Just a quick down and back up, because we do need to move again on the 1. We have one more 8 count, and then we're going to try this without music, and then we're going to try it with music. So our last 8 count. We're here, 8. From here, we're going to step with our right, and 1, 2, 3. We're going to tap 5, 6, 7, 8, and back into our basic. So to break down those feet, we were here. We did the drop or the scoop. Step with your right on and, left on 1. Step to the side on 2, left foot on 3. So just that part again. And 1, 2, 3. You're going to tap with your right foot on 5, step on 6, tap with your left foot on 7, tap again on. Okay? So one more time with that. We're here. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and the rest of the basic. Okay? That's our footwork. Now styling, the whole reason we're here. We were here. For the guys, when you step out to the side, I want you to take your arms and basically push out with your palms as you step. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And as we do the taps, I want you to point with the opposite hand. So when you're stepping with your right, point with your left, point with your right, back into basic. Okay? So that's all it is for the guys. Push, 2, 3, point, point, basic. Now for the ladies, we're going to keep that arm motion that we've been doing. We're going to do some scoops here. So when we actually step out to the side, I want you to basically scoop with your left hand. And 1, 2, 3. Okay? And 1, 2, 3. And as you tap, send your right arm out. 5, 6, across, 8, and tap. So the arms, they're scooping. You send your right arm out in an arc, then you bring it across yourself. So that full 8 count, I'll do the ladies styling here. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. But with that, we have 4 8 counts. Let's go all the way through so we make sure we remember what the first couple 8 counts were, and we make sure we know how to connect them all together. So we're going to start from the very beginning. We're going to start right into that first basic where we stepped out to the side. So I'm going to count us off here. I'm going to do the men's styling on this one. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, and 5, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Do it a couple more times. This time I'll do lady styling. I'm basically going to flip off each time. Okay? 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 3, and 5, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear that. All right. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to count us off. We're going to go into our basic. We're going to do a couple basics. I'm going to tell you when to go, and then we're going to go through the whole time. So starting with basic. Do a couple basics just to feel the speed of the song, kind of get into your styling here. And think about that contra body motion that we talked about. Don't just do a basic. Try to move your body in that counter movement that we talked about at the beginning. Couple more basics. Get ready, we're going to start soon here. And go. Back to basic. I did the men's styling for that one. For this next one, I'm going to do a lady styling again. And go. Reset. Wait for the end of this phrase. Get ready. And go. Basic. I'll do lady styling this time. And go.